we're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow
Where?
should return to normal.
Is
But
this
if
a
you're
real
planning to check this out,
accident?
you might want to wait a little while until
Oh,
everything
oh,
clears
is this
up.
it?
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Wow.
Industry in the region
Right
is
off the
on
road.
rise,
Look at
and
this.
when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
That's some accident. You know, this is kind of, I wasn't sure I was going to feel about this, but I mean, this happens. This blew the car right off the road over here. This is cool. I hope they don't keep going. I hope this police response is in response to the accident. I wonder how long it takes to clear. Securing accident site. Yep. Okay, and then what happens? Involved in a car accident. The Erickson family. The Torres family. Somebody said in the comments, and I agree, the buildings, the cars are not as cartoon-like. I think this is a really good balance. I am really happy with the looks of the vehicles. Alright, well, I'm gonna let you guys take care of that accident. I've got some other things to deal with. Law enforcement is on site to get it taken care of, so you're in good hands. Let's go take care of our industrial demand. Some medium density will fill in that gap. I still want low density in the middle of this area, but let's do some apartments. Did that not fill in? Looks like the accident has been cleared. I'm going to ever so gradually take my taxes up. Is this another car accident? No. What is it? Let's see. Maybe it's just an indicator for heavy traffic. Which it is. You know what this is? This is a reminder. I don't know why we didn't finish, but we need more capacity here. Let's work on that. Yeah, I completely forgot. I meant to do that. What was it, 2 episodes ago? Last episode? And okay. I could kind of see some parks. Can we turn this into a cul-de-sac? Too small. I like. They make it so easy to add roundabouts. Let's give the people here and part of me wants to straighten this road out. I keep looking at it. It's kind of because it's so close to this 6 lane, it looks a bit off. Let's do this. Then we'll curve it. Before I do anything else. Yeah, I think that's gonna make me happier. And now yeah, see, that makes me happier. So now the people that live here, Maybe they can leave their building and come back here and walk the dog. Or on the
A
way to
traffic
walk the dog.
advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
This
Now.
is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris to elaborate on the formal structure of the symphonic work. For our newer, less able listeners, first, we will be dancing through the al dente section before entering the slower largo movement, finally, then savoring the vivacious antipasto movement. So, without further ado, let's raise the curtain and begin.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Yeah, that
Industry in the region is on
That
the
works.
rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
So when you reach a milestone and you unlock things, those things that you're unlocking, your residents start to see those as important, as a necessity. So for example, when we reached this milestone and we had healthcare, death care, garbage management available to us, we needed to start thinking seriously about placing those things. So what we have is we're at the point where there's a couple of things that we have not placed yet. We were at 5 happy faces, now we're back down to 4 happy faces. And you look, one of the things is unreliable internet service. It's also talking about crime. We need to address crime in healthcare, but unreliable internet because we unlocked. So let's take a look here and see. I'm sure it's going to have a area of coverage. What's our cost? It's interesting that post office is unlocked, but they're not talking about that. So here is basic radio mast. It's not incredibly expensive to purchase or the upkeep. Low noise pollution, wonderful. Let's see. Wow. So we can, I wonder if my industrial area, I have so few houses down in that new neighborhood, but we can plan for the future. What if we, because it's not that terribly expensive. I mean, I'm sure my industrial area is going to want to have some internet connection, but I've got to think this is more for my residents. And we can always move it, but let's And let's see if this needs any, if there are any modules available. Wireless network antenna. Oh, to increase the coverage. And what's this? Enhances the network. Let's see, can I see? If I had known that, I would have put it in the middle. Let's do this. I'm going to relocate. You know, there's nothing that we're going to be placing here. We could almost put it here. Let's just go ahead and know how much was bandwidth increase. And wireless network antenna. Now, if we go here, almost the entire city. Do I need to connect it or anything? I don't see any icons that's telling me that it's not connected. Already has an employee. It's 98% efficient, so it's working. I want to try an experiment. We've got a couple of commercial buildings that are talking about how they don't have enough customers. And I want to try something that would be a tactic from SimCity. And that is we zone in large blocks, and then you try to fine tune. If they don't have enough customers, why not just put residential I'm just curious. I want to see if that helps us strike a balance. Because we've got the demand for it. Well, a little bit. And it may be a situation where we don't do them all. Maybe we create kind of an equilibrium. For example, we've got two across the street from each other. So maybe we don't do them both. Maybe the sheer fact that we've got residents living here just curious. I just want to see how this approach works. Is this approach that carries from one game to another? So this is nice and straight. This is curved. I've been trying to come to grips with it, and I can't.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're listening to Second Moon Radio with J. Thomas Hornbuckle, and we're pervading some of the finest classical music on the air. Keep that dial right here.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
We've recently been having what some are calling the worst kind of luck there is. That's right. Today we are talking about the increased likelihood that you'll die.
That's not exactly what an increased death rate measures.
Either way, if everybody is dying, that gives me the creeps.
That's a wild overstatement. Are you trying to make people panic?
Did you say panic? She said panic. The death rate is skyrocketing. We've got to get out of here.
You go, I'll stay and clear up the mess. We'll be back after this.
That's cleaner. I like that better.